Sabi nga pala, chismoso ng crypto since 2017 bull run and have been documenting my journey since 2021 at may bagong misyon na gawing 100k ang 10k ng may buong puso at kadwa. Sabi nga pala, chismoso ng crypto since 2017 bull run and have been documenting my journey since 2021 at may bagong misyon na gawing 100k ang 10k ng may buong puso at kadwa. Sabi nga pala, chismoso ng crypto since 2017 bull run and have been documenting.
Check. Ayan. So, yun guys. Pasensya na. Nagkaroon tayong technical difficulties. Nag-disconnect siya kasi nag-dual live tayo guys. Okay? So, live tayo sa Facebook and live tayo of course dito sa YouTube channel natin. So, big shoutout sa inyo guys. Maraming salamat sa mga nandito. And of course, isang malaking awesome. And thank you so much sa mga nandito agad. Maraming salamat. Kilala. Mark Abral. Of course. Kay Overflow. Big shoutout sa'yo. Yan. Naayos ko yung live natin kasi nag-disconnect siya kanina. Okay na eh. Tapos nag-disconnect siya. Tapos sabi ko, paano ko makakabalik dito? Sabi ko. Anyways. Yan. Big shoutouts kay Kyle. Big shoutouts kay Rafael Chads. Big shoutouts sa inyo guys. Share niyo yung Facebook natin. Okay. Sana matapang pa ang lahat. Well, actually, ako guys, we'll be honest, okay? We'll be honest. And I'll be honest with you guys. I'm super defeated right now, okay? Huwag niyo feel na kayo lang yung defeated, guys, okay? Hindi ko sinasabi sa inyo, guys, na panalo ako, up pa rin yung market natin. Hindi ganun. Okay, we're just being honest. Just like the last time that we had live here too. Doon pala sa thumbnail natin, I know that Trump is not gonna stop, and it feels like it's gonna stop right now. Okay, but I do not want to assume just yet. But we'll be going to be okay, level-headed, guys. Okay, so yeah. So yung mga nasa Facebook guys, maraming salamat sa mga nag-share at nagla-like. Okay, so live tayo both ways. Okay, so we're gonna do a 1 week time frame charts muna. Okay. So, mamaya nyo napansinin yung mga drawings natin. Okay. So, ngayon guys, nakikita nyo, nag-try tayo mag-bounce. Okay. We usually get this ones na medyo lalagpas siya ng konti, ng bahagya, and mag-fail ng konti. But we need to really close above that specific moving average, which is the 50 moving average, guys. Okay. So, again guys, sa mga hindi nakakaalam or nakakilala sa akin dito, ako nga pala si Osaber na been here since 2017 in cryptocurrency, and I've been sharing you guys our experiences here in crypto since 2021 dito sa YouTube channel or sa Facebook. I started at Facebook, but Facebook meta did not work out for me. Okay? So, let's talk about our Facebook in 1 week time frame, and it's extremely bearish, and we've been talking and calling for bearishness here, and I really thought that we can still go back to 92k, and it seems like okay, the bears are really knows what they're doing. Okay, they've been trying to sell dito pa lang malapit. Kala ko ito yung pinnacle natin na masasabi ko, we're gonna reject. Okay, so doon na nagsimula tayo magkamali. Okay, I was really waiting for 90k, and I trusted, of course, the flesh again, which is very wrong. Nagtiwala tayo kay Trump. na he will be doing a lot of pauses, okay, which, okay, seems like that's gonna be happening this coming months. Okay, but I'm not gonna over leverage on that one, okay? But we will be level-headed and we will discover it together. Okay, kung nandito ka ngayon sa live natin at nanonood kayo guys, please do hit that like and share and subscribe this channel guys. Okay, and mag-charting din tayo. Okay, so pag-usapan natin yung mga to. Okay, pag-uusapan natin yung mga yan, pag-uusapan natin itong mga to, and pag-uusapan natin yung pinakahuli. Why I really think there could be a pause, but we cannot over leverage on that one. Okay, so give me 1 second like guys kasi i-chat ko yung asawa ko. Yan. Okay, so tulad nga sinabi ko guys, may nagtatanong dito, mayroon ka bang antics? Wala akong antics guys. Okay. Wait lang. Yan, wala akong antics guys. Alright, so may 18 viewers tayo sa Facebook. Okay. I mean, 18 viewers sa YouTube. Okay, so please mag-comment kayo, mag-share, mag-subscribe. Mag-ano kayo, mag-awesome kayo sa chat natin para alam ko. Okay. So, yan. Para lang makita ko yung chat. Inaayos ko yung chat buttons natin. Okay. Ayan. So, let's go. Let's go ahead and proceed. Okay. So, tulad nga sinabi ko guys. Okay, sa mga nagtatanong, ano yung mga topics natin for today? We'll talk about the Federal Reserve and economic pressures, of course. This is very evident. We need to really learn and understand this. Last time, pinag-usapan natin how tariffs is gonna short-term, probably 8 months or 9 months of bearishness. Okay, that was our last live. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. Number 2, mass liquidation in cryptocurrency, which is very evident right now. And what's gonna happen next? Number 3 is yung ating US trade tariffs impact, of course. Pabalikan natin yung topic na to pero papasadahan lang natin guys ng sobrang bilis. Then of course, pag-uusapan po natin yung ating JP Morgan recession warnings. Of course. Okay, isa yan sa mga dapat natin papag-usapan. Ang isa. Yeah. Okay. So, also, last is yung pag-uusapan natin is yung call for tariff pauses. Okay, and the question is it really possible? Okay, kasi mamaya umaasa na naman tayo sa tariff pause, hindi na naman natin makuha. And we'll miss out the best opportunity to sell before the real massive crash. Okay, and it seems like this is the massive crash as of the moment. Okay, but we don't have the fair bull signals for us to really assume that this is the bottom. Okay, I will tell you guys, nag-program na ako sa PineScript for money flow for us to really know if this is going to be the bottom market. Okay, so big shoutouts kay Ember Magbanwa. Big shoutouts kay Kyle. Okay, spread the word. Doon tayo magaling guys. We can find the bottoms. We are very bad at finding the tops. Okay, which I will try my best to collaborate with someone who's really good at top market. Okay, so I think that's the majority mistake ng mga tao eh. Okay, like 90% really anticipated that the market is not yet top. Okay, number 1 is because the altcoin season did not really happen. Number 2, it's because of the Trump administration and everyone was so bullish about the Trump plan. Okay, no one even anticipated that Trump is going to, okay, worry about first yung ating United States. Okay, no one even anticipated that. Okay, so number 3, okay, everyone is saying like we're decoupling to major markets katulad ng yung SPX natin or S&P. And I'm telling you guys, we're not going to decouple to that forever. Okay, maraming magsasabi sa inyo, unless mawala na talaga sila. Okay, pero it's very unlikely to happen. Okay, so katulad na sinabi ko guys, more and more, we're just gonna be coupled to it. Okay, not decoupled, but we will be coupled more and more as the market, okay, matures. It's because major institutions are participating here. Okay, it means, okay, hindi lang to ang investment sa mundo. Hindi lang crypto ang may risk on. Okay, and maituturing pa rin risk on ang mga assets sa SPX or I mean sa S&P or sa traditional market. Okay, overall actually, risk on assets yon. Wala tayong safety net. Okay, so yan. Let's go ahead and talk about our first topic. Okay, so ngayon wala pa tayong signal. Pero on our daily time frame, I think I found a pattern that could actually spark your interest too. Okay, I'm not saying that this is the very accurate, okay? Hindi ko sinasabing, oh, sure ako, ito yung mangyayari. Hindi. Okay, I'm gonna show you. Okay, so may pattern din akong ina-anticipate which is could be super bloody if it happens. Okay, I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but if it happens, we will see it right away because money flow will guide us on this one. Okay, so dito, okay, nagprint na siya ng red and we could have actually anticipate this to happen again. Here, nagprint ulit siya another bearishness here. Okay, while the moving average is really pressing down the price. Okay, so ano yung pattern na nakita mo? Hindi market pattern yung nakita ko. Kaya ang nakita ko is a repetitive fractal data or a pattern in the market. Okay, so everyone is like getting scared, but I really believe that the market is in a very controlled market. Okay, paano ibig sabihin ko doon? Pag sinabi kong very controlled market is, it is on the hands ng mga taong may mga malalaking pera where they can play with the market in the places or areas where they will make more money. Okay, I'm not saying again, okay? Hindi ko sinasabing sure ako, okay? Pero this is has been very evident in many markets or many opportunities, okay? So, ngayon, okay, we're finding 75K as the current bottom situation for now. Okay. So, I would say like DeMelo actually gave me 3 top market hints back in 100K or 90K. Nagbigay siya sa akin 3 times. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. Yan, pasensya na guys. Minute ko kasi yung ano. So, yun nga, tulad ng sinabi ko guys, we'll be going through a situation where, okay, everyone needs to be reset. Okay? So, right now, we need to also see that, okay, here. Because if we are going to on a reset, hindi ito yung reset na katulad sa retail na katulad dati, babalagbagin tayo ng dump market. Hindi katulad dati kung retail play lang to guys. Okay, isang diretso lang to guys. Dire-diretso na to pababa. Wala tayong market sideways, wala tayong ano. So, saan ko hinahalin tulad yon? So, katulad na ito guys. Okay, wala tayong, ito, katulad na ito, isang diretso siya. Okay, tapos yung rebound niya, nag-sideways siya pababa. Kaya malalaman mo agad talaga na tutuloy pa to. Okay, so dito, nung dito tayo sa times na to, okay, hindi rin tayo nag-TP sa top, kundi dito, pati dito. Okay, bumagsak siya palalo. Okay, so dito, we were anticipating that the market will be rejected at the moving average because yun yung mastery natin during that time. And dito lang tayo was able to really avoid the major capitulations. Okay, because nadala na tayo sa Luna. Okay, so we're seeing another potential Luna and kumbaga nagiging madaldal si SPF noon during that time. And we were so confident, okay, back in the membership, guys. Okay, that this is gonna be a blow off top. Okay, na iniisip ng tao that this is going to be a W, pero bitin na bitin siya. Okay, dito pa lang rejected na. So, hindi natin nakita yung talagang upward move right away. Okay, wherein dapat dito pa lang meron na tayong magandang money flow. Hindi siya maganda. Okay, bitin na bitin, so ibig sabihin konti naglalaro tapos biglang dumami. Okay, pero yung bulwark ng pera dito is bilang na bilang lang yung wallet. Kumbaga sa MVRVZ, hindi na push up yung ratio natin para masabi natin, oh, this is a true market action rather than a market manipulation. Okay, yung confidence ng market or retail, mainly sabihin natin kasi since sila yung may or tayo rather, yung maraming traders na naglalaro sa market. Okay, so hindi tayo naging convinced dito or probably busy tayo sa P2E, which is kami din during that time because we are trying to recuperate our losses right here. Okay, so now ang nangyari, ito nga yung topic natin, dire-diretso yan. Okay, wala tayong sideways na maganda yung talagang nagmo-move na parang traditional market. Wala. Katulad na ito, dire-diretso yan. Oh, dire-diretso yan. Okay, kung dito ka, okay, malala talaga to. Okay, malala to. Ito, Elon Musk din to. Okay, sa mga nakasubaybay dito, Elon Musk to. Okay, ito China banning. Tignan nyo naman yan. Okay, dito pa lang ano mo na yung pakiramdam ng retail traders only. Okay, dito din, oh. Ang laki ng bagsak. Tapos makikita mo na yung sideways natin, hindi siya sideways na nagbumubuo ng magandang structure. Okay, yung sideways natin dito is parang boom, 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 boom. Dumudula siya na parang, ay hindi, babagsak pa yan. Okay, doon ko ginawa yung channel natin sa Osa de Chismoso. Dito, June, July, tapos August. Sumikat tayo because of P2E. Okay, so now, okay, hindi lang P2E yung alam natin. Okay, it seems like everything is being repeated again. Okay, yun yung sinasabi ko. Big shoutout kay Bahala na, pati kay Dax. Okay, big shoutout sa inyo. Okay, big shoutout sa mga nasa, kay Zamora sa Facebook. Okay, so tulad niya sinabi ko, hindi lang yun yung alam natin. Hindi lang tayo marunong maglaro. Hindi lang tayo marunong magsugal. Okay, we are here to learn a lot of knowledge. And over the years, I am very confident that we've learned a lot, but it's not enough for me. So, we're trying to repeat what is happening again. Okay, so seems like this is the fourth wave already. The question is, pag nagising mamaya ang US on a Monday, are we going to flash crash? Okay, we've been waiting for a flash crash for a while in our Meraki documents. Okay, so mga nasa Meraki, we've been talking about this for quite some time. Okay, and wait. Nasaan na yan? Eto. Okay, we've been waiting for a flash crash. Yeah, so the big thing is very close. And I believe that it's not yet the big thing. Okay, konti lang yung nag-access neto, pero sige, ipapakita ko na sa inyo. Kasi paso na rin naman siya. Okay, 31 pa to, so nakaraang 7 days pa to. Okay, so sa mga titingin, feel free to look at it while I'm talking here. So, pag-uusapan po natin yung Federal Reserve and economic pressure. Uunahin ko na yung mga boring kasi ayaw nyo ng mga boring stuff. Pero I believe that me mentioning this one, you don't have to really understand it. You just have to absorb it and just like be holistic. Kumbaga, maging open lang kayo. Okay, so yep, tulad ng sinabi ko guys, yung financial markets natin are facing, of course, is very evident, a severe downturns, hindi lang sa cryptocurrency. I wanna tell you guys that this is not just happening in a perspective of, oh, kasi nag-crypto ako and I really think it's just crypto. You need to step backward and magugulat ka, hindi lang siya sa crypto, hindi lang siya sa traditional markets, hindi lang siya sa safety assets or bonds or T-bills or everything. Actually, it happens in oil, it happens in major trades, okay? It happens in e-commerce, it's happening to major businesses or even like small businesses na kahit walang stocks, okay? It's happening, okay? So, tulad ng sinabi ko guys, okay, this also we also see a major declines in the S&P 500. Okay, so dun ko sinasabi sa inyo na hindi tayo nagde-decouple. Okay, why I really think cryptocurrency, okay, is not decoupling to the traditional market is because of the S&P 500 and the M2 flow or the money flow. Okay, so tulad ng sinabi ko, yung Bitcoin, okay, nag-drop siya to 75,800. Okay, then traders are expecting that the Federal Reserve will be able to intervene, okay, which hindi yun yung nangyari. Okay, which is, I'm very sorry, ganun talaga. Okay, pero I really think that it's not gonna be happening because nagtetreat pa si Trump. Sabi niya, masyadong political si Feds instead of running it as if it's a business. Like doing what needs to be done. Because masyado nang bumaba yung mga ibang prices like itlog. Totoo naman, okay? Bumaba naman yung itlog namin dito, yung presyo ng itlog. Pero, like, di ba? If you're an investor, and most of Americans here as well, like, are getting into investing, okay, lumobo yung numbers ng mga naang trying to get into investing, forex, di ba? Maliban sa forex, like, everyone is like getting access to cryptocurrency too. Okay, more and more banks are doubling down when it comes to offering good interest for people who'll be opening a Roth IRA, yung mga investments. So sabihin natin kahit stocks, they will give you a bonus. Sabihin natin SoFi, okay, which is a digital banks, one of those best digital bank being used here in the US. Sabihin natin, ano pa ba yun? I Trust Capital also is offering you a very good startup para sa mga bago. So, you get the point. Okay, so traders are expecting that the Federal Reserve is going to intervene. Okay, pero tingin ko hindi yun mangyayari. Okay, because everyone is calling for a possible 5 rate cuts by year end, okay, to support the economy. Okay, not just here in the US, but in overall, which is really weird because federal should be just worrying about the United States, but United States is like composed of allies, diba, and enemies, and US is defined by its enemy and its allies, okay, and its debt. Okay, so what I heard, okay, and what I really think in terms of maliit ba yung screen? Okay, yan, lalakihan ko. Okay, so what I really think, okay, with the Fed, we're not gonna get the 5 rate cuts, probably 3, 2, which is more than enough. Okay, pero kailangan natin kailangan natin ng sobrang daming, what do you call this? Kailangan natin yung tightening natin mag-loosen. Okay, tsaka lang tayo makaka-experience ng easing. Okay, and I really think we won't get any easing this year. That's my bold expectation and prediction. Okay, marami magsasabi, no, we're gonna get, easing this year. No, I really believe we're not gonna get that, and it's not really important for us to really say that we need an easing in order for us to really pump the markets. Okay, so basically, eto, agree or disagree kayo, mag-chat kayo. If Trump does not do anything for the next 2 months, okay, which is, we are in a very good month before the capitulating months. Sabi natin July and August is a really bad month. Okay, pero yung May, June could potentially give us like a rally relief in the market, pero we really need Trump to do nothing in the market as of the moment. Okay, and that's why I'm betting on like 30% in tariff Cold War, okay, or pause. Pag nangyari yon, we may be able to exit in the market, okay, not like really on a profit, but probably best case scenario is on a break even. Okay, so kung ang pinasok mo sa capital mo is 10K, di ba, you'll be able to exit in the market, di ba, at least, diba, 10K or barely 10K or 9K at least. But it's really close to that. So we can use that capital again doon sa mga medyo bago, pero also bitawan yung mga luma. Bitawan yung mga low cap assets and mag-bet tayo sa mga RWA and AI na may Lindy effect na. Okay? So, now, let's talk about the mass liquidation in the cryptocurrency. Okay. So, ito yun. So, ito yung news for that one. Okay. So, yung awag tayo makaka-copyright tayo. Wait. Alam ko na yan kaka-copyright tayo. So, ito yung news na yun. Dito ko lang binabasa yan kanina. Pero I tried to look for an alpha for this one, which is a little bit like, risky to tell you more of those alpha kasi parang sobrang sugal siya. Okay, so let's talk about mass liquidations in crypto. So maraming natalo, maraming longs yung nasunog actually. And also, I wanna show you this one. Okay. Yan. Okay.
Partly because of the video that was posted on Truth Social, that there was some sort of deliberate effort on your part to have the market sell off. Can you talk about that?
No, that's not so. But I do want to solve the deficit problem that we have with China, with the European Union and other nations. And they're going to have to do that. And if they want to talk about that, I'm open to talking. But otherwise, why would I want to talk? And as you know, because of the tariffs, we have $7 trillion already committed to be invested in the United States, building auto plants, building chip companies, and all sorts of companies are coming into our country at levels that we've never seen before. Biden had nothing coming in. This was a dead country with Biden. He didn't know what he was doing, and that's now been proven at least.
Trump this weekend.
Narinig niyo yung sinabi niya na this is a dead company. So, we've been predicting that in Meraki na sinabi ko sa inyo na he will run the United States as if it's a business because he will treat most of the states in the United States as a sole proprietor or even like sister companies or even like small companies in a big, massive mothership company. So just like BlackRock, diba? Asset manager siya. So marami siyang mga companies na minamanipula and even like handling the businesses or etc. Or even like trying to tell them where to shift and what's the new narrative, etc. So same thing with the government right now. They're acting as if it's a big business that they're running right now. Okay. And am I supportive on that one? I would say yes in a long term, but in the short term, of course, what happens with businesses, if wala kang alam sa mga business, sabihin natin, if you have a really bad business handed over to you, so sabihin natin, bumili ka ng pangit na business, what happens is, you will be having this clean up na tinatawag. Kumbaga sa pagtatanim, okay, you will plow the land. Di ba? Arararuhin mo muna yung land. Okay, susunugin mo siya. Okay, para maganda yung itatanim mo. Okay, when I say maganda itatanim mo, maganda yung magiging ani mo doon sa pananim na yun. So you just want to assume that it will be a really good ani is because you did the right thing when you were starting. Imbis na remedyo, which is ganun yung nagiging task or nagiging gawain ng Democrat administration, which is they've been doing it for how many terms already. Kahit iba-iba yung boss, iba-iba yung presidente, iba-iba yung handler do sa mga presidents na yan, they're still doing the same thing. Okay? So, yun yung sinasabi ko, guys. Let's talk about Solana. Okay, let's look at the Solana here. So we have two scenarios, guys. Okay, dalawa lang scenario natin. Mag-up tayo. Probably bitin na naman just to be safe. 81 lang. Sige, bigay na natin. Then bumagsak tayo sa 75. If we go a higher low, then that's gonna be triple bottom. Okay, which is an inverse head and shoulder, but we don't want to assume that, of course, diba? So, we want to be lenient, okay? A possibility that we get rejected right away here, 77, pwede tayong bumagsak to 67, which is the worst case scenario for Bitcoin. Okay, so I just want to show you that before we jump into our next topic, which is Solana. Diba no last time pinag-usapan natin to guys, tingnan natin kung tama pa ba yung ating prediction. Okay, so far, hindi siya natupad. Okay, mali tayo. Sabi ko dito dapat 160 at least kasi nandun yung rejection. So, lahat maaga siyang nagka-crash. So, doon natin masasabi na parang, okay, this is a real bear market scenario. Okay, ngayon pa lang nagigising tayo to the point where it's so late. We should have actually dito pa lang na-realize na natin na bitin. Okay, hindi siya pumasok dun sa butas. It means malaki yung scenarios natin na magbo-bear market talaga. Ngayon pa lang tayo nagising na, this is going to be a long bear market. And we were just anticipating that February, March, April, May could be just like a sideways moment. From a December, January, February capitulation. Okay, so ang nangyari is nausog siya na nausog. If I will be counting it, ano yung pang 9th month from the original tariff war. Diba? So February 3, no? So February 3. So February 3, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So it means October pa tayo, or actually November pa tayo makakabangon because February pa lang nagsimula yung ating massive capitulation or when the market started to capitulate because of the tariff war. Okay, so usually, okay, dapat dito lang nag-hold na yung price natin sa 166 because every time that we try to reach this level, which is the inverse 618, ang mangyayari is dapat hanggang dito mag-retrace tapos magkaroon tayo ng strong upward move para masabi yung blow off top sa $800 or at least $600 to $800. Okay, pero hindi yun yung nangyari, of course. Okay, ang nangyari is nauna mo nang bumagsak tayo and the potentiality of this market to go back to $39 or $40 is highly plausible according to these support levels here. Okay, so nag-dump tayo, rejected. So maybe this is very important as this is also important too. So that's why meron tayong flash crash potential dito. Okay, wherein everyone, okay, and most traders in Solana that are now bearish is calling for a $20 to $30 per trade. So kung nandito pa kayo guys, mag-type kayo ng awesome para malaman ko kung nakikita nyo pa yung chat natin. Ay, yung live natin. Okay, so please do like and share and subscribe as well. Okay, so let's talk about the US trade tariffs impact. Okay, ano yun natin to? Paspasan lang natin para sa inyo guys. Okay, so actually, Solana no. Yung Ethereum pala, bibigyan ko muna kayo ng Ethereum bago tayo umalis. Oh, so yan. Ito pa rin yung natin. So pinost ko to sa trading view. Okay, na-reach na natin yung first scenario. The question is, are we gonna go up? Okay, I really don't think that we're gonna go up here. Okay, parang siguro reject na agad tayo sa 2,100 kasi ang daming negative sentiment ng Ethereum. So, pwedeng i-adjust ko ba to sa inyo sa harapan nyo para lang, okay, sabihin kasi edit ako na edit. Hindi, sa harapan ko nyo i-edit to. So, tingin ka reject tapos babagsak pa tayo ng isa pa dito sa August or September. Okay, so bagsak ulit dito. Okay, pwede pa itong bumagsak dito. Okay, tsaka ito magsa-sideways dyan. Okay. Yan. So, tsaka ko lang masasabi siguro magpa-pump to ulit. Okay? Pero, yeah. We really need to have a support here kung talagang malakas yung project. Ay, malakas pa yung project ng Ethereum. Okay, but many people are saying like Ethereum is like a little bit dead and it will flow to Sui and Solana and even like newer projects just like Aptos and even newer layer 2s or layer 1s who will be able to do the same thing like what Ethereum can do. So sabihin natin for gaming si IMX or si Beam. Number 3, sabihin natin for interoperability, yung kalaban ni Ethereum is going to be Polkadot, which is yan, isa sa mga pinakaluma. No? But okay, ito lang yung bat natin dito, guys. Big shoutouts kay PJVB, pati kay Coffee Bean. Big shoutout sa inyo. Okay, ewan ko nakikita yung chat, no? Hindi ata, hindi nagre-reflect yung chat. Kiniklik-klik ko pa naman. Wait lang, guys, ayusin ko. Ayan. Tingnan nga daw. Ayan na, lumalabas na. Okay, so tulad nga ng sinabi ko, guys, okay, we'll be talking, papaspasan ko lang kayo, guys, para alam nyo kung ano yung totoong nangyayari na sa, ano natin, sa, sa tariffs natin, okay? So, alam ko, guys, marami sa inyo, alam na yung Black Monday, lalo na yung mga nasa Meraki kasi binigyan ko na kayo ng prediction nung ano pa lang, Saturday pa lang sa Pilipinas. Binigyan ko na kayo ng prediction when it comes to our Black Monday. And Black Monday in Asia already happened and Black Monday is about to happen 20 minutes from now. Okay, kasi mag-open na yung market eh. Okay, so the US trade tariff, okay, kumbaga yung tariffs natin and yung expected na dapat magiging bawi natin from China, okay, is going to cause, or actually is causing already, okay, a substantial market volatility in the market. I'm not gonna say like super bearish to the point that we are going to enter a real Black Monday scenario back in 1987 or 80s. Okay, but what I'm saying is because I don't know, okay, the feeling, okay, nang maging nasa 1987, pinagpaplanuhan pa lang ako noon. Okay, so yeah, ito yung masasabi ko, guys. Okay, everyone, yung mga matatanda, guys, okay, sorry sabi ko lang yung totoo, yung mga nagtitrade during that time na lang. Okay, yung mga nagtitrade during that time, okay, is trying to just like have a reminiscent experience ng mga naka-experience during that time. Okay, so this tensions is going to, or actually it's already overshadowing yung the release, okay, the release of inflation data, and this may cause a lot of emergency rate cuts, okay, for Federal Reserve as we are been experiencing, okay, a lot of decline to most of investments and prices in the market. Okay, when I say market, yung mga pamilihin dito sa US. So, a rate cut from the Federal Reserve is very highly anticipated, okay, but we still don't know what will be the outcome for that one. What we are really sure, okay, don't be mad at me, sinasabi ko lang yung totoo. What I'm very sure is, okay, is tariff is negative, okay, and it's heavily impacting the whole market right now, not just crypto. Again, uulitin ko lang, this is happening to almost everyone. Mainly banks are suffering so much as well. That's why they really hate this administration. Okay, lahat na ng pangkokorrupt sa media ginagawa na nila, okay, to really scare the whole people and to hate Trump administration, even Elon Musk na Doge lang naman ang hawak niya sa government. Okay, so speaking of banks, okay, ito din, may nahanap ako news para sa inyo. Okay, so si JP Morgan, okay, they are calling for recession warnings. Okay, so ito yung sinasabi ko, guys, sa inyo na nung during nung nagpa-pump yung market, late din sila nagsabi na the Bitcoin is going to $200, $200,000 or $180,000 or even 200 or even 400 just in case magkaroon tayo ng liquidity inject, etc. Yan, sa kanila galing yun. Okay, but also while the market is going down, JP Morgan is while the market was pumping back in 2023, okay, JP Morgan is partnering with Link and Axelar during that time. That's why we became so bullish, is because JP Morgan is really good into speculative assets. Okay, so that's why we want to maki-speculate, which is chismis lang siya nung una, because the assets were not blatantly mentioned. Na si JP Morgan is going into Axelar and Link, okay? And they want the atom infrastructure to build protocols or Web3 infrastructures. They want Atom or Link or even Axelar to be there to fulfill this yung ina-architect nila sa Web3. So, in reaction, kumbaga, sa nangyayaring disruptive US trade policies na nangyari ngayon with the tariffs, okay, this led to a lot of recession up to 60%, okay, yan yung sinasabi nila. So the major global indexes, okay, including those in Asia, okay, have suffered severe declines and aggravating a lot of fears and recession. So, marami magtatanong, Sir, so bakit importante naming malaman yan? Okay, kasi nakikinig lang naman ako sa iyo. Hindi ko naman gustong tutunan. Kumbaga, ano yung mga news na binabantayan mo para malaman ko? Para next time, marunong na ako. Hindi ko na kailangan manood sa influencer. Okay? So, why it matters? Okay, kasi yung word na recession means that the economy is going to start shrinking. Okay? And this will cause a widespread job losses, layoffs, okay, decline in income, okay, and of course, the market's going to react negatively to this kind of warnings. Okay, so the potentiality, sabi natin, back in 2008, okay, housing market crashed. It lasted for 3 years. Okay, but the question is, how many people are trading during that time? Okay, how accessible is it nung during that time yung ating S&P, di ba? No. Okay, hindi masyado accessible. Not everyone can trade. There's no even like digital wallets na sobrang madaling gamitin or digital banks wherein you'll be able to buy stocks. Di ba? Di ba dati kailangan isang buo yung bibilin mo. Ngayon fractionalized pwede na. Okay? Just to make it like really accessible. Kung anong butal mo, $8 pero yung asset is around $10. Pwede mo na siyang gamitin yung $8 mo. Ihulog mo doon sa, sabihin natin, sa JP Morgan na stock. Papayag siya. Okay, so now for the last topic natin for today, I just wanna give you guys again. Okay? Hindi naman sa minamadali ko kayo guys kasi it will be nonsense para pahabain lang para sabihin, 1 hour yung live natin. No. Okay. So, this calls for a tariff pause. Okay. So, maraming nagsasabi, sa mga kilala niyo ba si Bill Ackman? Ito siya. Okay, but I really don't trust Bill Ackman. That's why I really don't think that there will be a blatant pause. Okay. Pwedeng sabihin natin madadivert lang yung focus natin. Okay? So, tulad ng sinabi ko doon sa video na pinanood natin kanina, maraming gusto na mag-build dito sa US. Okay? Totoo yung numbers na yun. Okay? Maraming nagpasok ng pera sa US. Okay? They want to build infrastructure and manufacturing companies here in the US. But the question is, yung ating magiging per hour rate. Okay? The question is, saan natin ilalagay? So, meron tayong kailangang i-sacrifice na isang state na mababa ang per hour para, 'di ba? Para magiging beneficial pa rin or magiging win-win situation siya. Pero the question is, if si Mexico hindi gumante, okay, magkaroon sila ng deal na si Mexico will forever be signing to the devil, the United States. Forever. Okay, kung ayaw nyo ng tariffs, you need to dedicate one city kung saan namin ilalagay yung manufacturing company natin for automobiles. Pag nangyari yun guys, malaki yung magiging boom sa automobiles for United States. So sabi natin Ford, Chevrolet, yan. So that's why medyo nagiging parang tatakot si Japan dito sa ginagawa ni Donald Trump is because of this one. Because, di ba, may Toyota, may Honda, may Lexus. So, basically, Toyota is the number one choice here in the United States, and we've been bred to like it. Diba, ang dami naman kasing mga movies like Need for Speed, yung Tokyo Drift, 'di ba? So lahat 'yun binread sa utak ng mga Amerikano na okay, maganda yung Toyota, which is really good naman talaga yung Toyota kasi accessibility eh. Okay, accessibility beats everything, and if Toyota is still producing that kind of parts, okay, yun yung edge nila. Okay, whether kahit luma na yung kotse, they're still producing it. Wala tayong magagawa, 'di ba? Accessibility eh. Hindi katulad ng Chevy dito. Hindi sila masyadong nagpo-produce ng parts. Hindi sila nagpo-produce ng spare parts. Diba? Ang ginagawa nila is they're trying to minify the production and making sure na all of those produced cars will be sold. Tapos ayaw nila sugal or ayaw nila mag-risk in producing more parts, no? So, with the calls of tariffs, okay, for a tariff pauses rather, okay, so this is a high-profile critic image ni si Bill Ackman. He is a high-profile critic. Okay? So, maraming nagpa-follow sa kanya, maraming nag-watch out sa mga sasabihin niya. And the reason why I really don't trust this guy is because kampi siya kay SBF. Na okay lang daw yung ginawa ni SBF na ninakawan niya yung mga tao through Alameda. Okay? And yun yung sinabi kong hindi. Kasi hindi na tayo magpapalako sa Luna at hindi tayo naloko sa FTX. Which is really good. Okay? Pero nalulungkot pa rin ako na may mga iilan, okay, sa Pilipino na nadali ng FTX kasi torn sila sa OKX or FTX yung gagamitin. So, majority nasa OKX pero may ilan pa rin na bumili ng maraming FTT tokens na ngayon ay Sonic na. Okay? So, despite the pushback, there is a heightened concern that the tariffs could cause deeper economic harm. Okay? Further, if sabihin natin, lalo siyang ma-exercise yung mga mayat-mayang pag-increase ng tariff. Okay? And this is the problem with tariffs. Sky's the limit. Okay? Sky's the limit. Okay? Kahit magbanta si China na, hindi, babombayin namin kayo. Walang paki si Donald Trump. Gawin mo. Yun yung sinasabi ni Donald Trump. Kasi siya, ginagawa niya, yung sinasabi niya, ginawa nga niya. Binigyan niya ng tariff si China. Binigyan niya ng tariff yung mga magde-deny. Yung magde-deny sa kanya, yung mga hindi susunod sa kanya, and they will suffer greatly. And yun nga yung nangyari. Okay, so let's watch this before we end the live. Let's look at this before we end the live. Okay, so buckle up for one more nastiest Black Monday in the Wall Street history. Okay, so mamaya, tingnan natin kung babagsak talaga. Okay, really hope not because we are coupled in S&P. Okay, then next, let's look at this. Okay, pampagaan lang naman natin. Okay. So, $50 of SPY tomorrow in my retirement account. So, marami pa tayong pupunuin or mga gagawin para lang matapos talaga tong yung dump market na to. Okay, so yeah, golden age of America. So everyone is calling for negative news already. So ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo na hindi lang po cryptocurrency are suffering. Believe me. Okay, believe me when I say this. Kahit yung mga customer ko kanina na matatanda, okay, sa pag-waiter ko kasi I'm trying to double down in order for us to really look for other ways to really make money in the cryptocurrency. Okay, so yung mga nagsasubscribe sa atin sa Meraki, I want them to experience the journal that I had, okay, or have, okay, and what I'm trying to do so that makasabay sila sa ginagawa ko. Kasi mamaya, okay, they can times 10 what I'm doing. So, Probably, I don't know. But yeah. Then next is, look at this. Tingnan nyo to. Ito ba ipapakita ko? Ito pala. Yan. So, Bitcoin is coupling pala. Hindi pala yun. Sorry. Hindi to propaganda, guys. Okay. So, Bitcoin is coupling. Yan sabi dito. So, he anticipated that the market will drop to 71K. Okay. Dito ko sinasabi na baka hanggang 73K 600 lang according to our chart. Okay. If we go back to our Bitcoin chart. Okay. Ang target ko is mag 73K tayo. Okay. Worst case scenario, we get this 67. I really don't think that 70K will hold. It's because it's very ideal for us to really scare the market. Okay. That we are going further down, which is to reset the whole market situation. Okay, pag nandito na tayo, many will be calling for 30K or 40K or even 50K. Once we hear that, most of the sentiment in the market, chatin nyo ako. Okay, kasi I really think that it's going to be near bottom if ganun yung mangyayari. Okay, but the potential of the bottom market right now is low. Okay, feeling ko mababa. Okay, specifically is because, okay, once we try to retrace this level, okay, I'm very sure that there will be a massive sell-off kahit bago pa lang makabalik ng 80K. Okay, so probably ito lang yan, hanggang dyan lang yan. Okay, so the question is, pakita ko ito sa inyo. Okay, ito pa.
And somebody said, well, what would you do? What can you do? So easy. I drop a 25% tax on China. And I said to somebody that it's really the messenger. The messenger is important. I could have one man say, we're going to tax you 25%. And I could say another, listen, you motherfuckers, we're going to tax you 25%.
Guys, papakita ko lang sa inyo na 2012 pa niya to sinasabi, guys. Okay? And this is the only clip during that time kung bakit nanalo, bakit siya nahilot na maging the next president for 2016. Okay. 2016. So that is the reason why, okay, many people are thinking about the potentiality or the end game of tariff wars that is happening right now to be in a positive, and it will be super positive for United States. Okay, so ito yung isa sa mga sasabihin ko sa inyo, guys. Okay, if you are invested in America, okay, any dips is going to be a gift. Okay, but if you're not into American stocks and you choose China stocks, okay, which is, I don't think you'll be able to really, push it. So, long term, yes, China is gonna lose. Okay. In many ways, in so many ways, kahit makipagkampihan siya. So, ganito lang, isipin nyo. Okay, maraming magsasabi dito, tanga ako. Okay, sinabi ko na to sa inyo last live. Okay, who is the number one consumer of this world? Okay, kahit pagsamahin mo isang dalawang malaking top 2 and top 3, hindi nila kayang higitan si US. Number one consumer is US. Okay, and why China is like really mad at Trump is because the production or the manufacturing or the production that they can do is bitin pa sa kinukonsumo ni United States. Look at that demand. Okay, and India is willing to steal the lunch from China. Okay. And hindi ba kayo nagtataka ba't nananahimik si Russia during this kind of wars? Diba usually, nagpa-back up na si Russia kay China. during Biden administration. Tandaan nyo, pakinggan nyo maigi guys ha. Balikan nyo yung history natin. At hindi naman sobrang layo ng history na yun. Okay. Bakit? Okay. Sino yung nag-imbak ng maraming precious metal? Sino may utang sa US din? And ano yung gustong hingin ni US kay Ukraine? Precious metals too. Okay. So, everything is going to be played out. And, of course, kung magkaroon talaga ng full-blown tariff wars, I really don't think still that there will be a nuclear war, which is because that's very like, paurong, I would say, na parang napaka-tanga naman ng mga tao. Saan sila magbubombahan? Sa Pacific Ocean? Bubutasin nila yung Earth? So, parang ganun. Ang naisip ko is like it's gonna be full blown to the point where kailangan may mag-declare ng talo. Okay, in terms of like finance. Okay, baka mag-default yung isa. Okay, so the question is sino yung mga default? And I believe that there will be like small countries na kung ganun yung mangyari, okay, mauuna-una before the other concedes because matatakot na siya na baka siya na yung susunod. At susunod sila kay A or kay B. So, pipili lang kayo eh. Long term, I really think US is gonna win this one. Okay? I'm not gonna say like it's gonna be next year, 2 years from now, or 3 years from now. Okay? Because we cannot even really predict Donald Trump. That's the point there. Okay? He do what he really needs to do. And he do it really quick. And sometimes, marami siya yung parang ano eh, alas, kumbaga, up in his sleeve. Kaya hindi natin siya ma-predict. Okay, to the point na noong February, kala ko yun yung capitulation. Okay, that's just pala the start of the capitulation because, number one, I will not blame it to anyone, but blame it to myself because I have little to zero idea about how the full fundamentals of tariff. Okay, which is a really good experience for me in this market. To really understand how tariff works and how it's gonna really impact in a wider perspective. Kala ko yung tariff natin is very related to the tariff that happened in 2019. Very far pa pala yun. Okay, hindi nga natuloy yun eh, kung tutuusin. So, kala ko yun na yun. Okay, so I was really anticipating na, oh, okay, yun na pala yun. Pero hindi. So, ngayon guys, I want you guys to be level-headed, okay? Huwag kayo masyadong parang naghanap kayo ng sisi, naghanap kayo ng ano, diba? So, I want you guys to really learn more, study more, in order for us to really, okay, to really be able to get out as a winner here in this market. Okay, I'm not just like saying this to you guys, I'm saying this to myself too. Okay, every single day. Okay, in order for us to really win this, okay, maliban sa iunahin natin yung Diyos, number one. Then number two is unahin natin yung pamilya natin. Of course, that's the motivation there. That's the only motivation you need. Number three is pack yourself with a lot of knowledge. Okay, you really have to have your knowledge. Okay, so marami pa rin ng mga companies or countries na nakaabang sa Bitcoin price. Okay, so the question is, when are they going to get in? And how are they going to get in? Is it a spot buy, OTC, paper buy, diba? Or ETF buy? Hindi natin alam eh. Okay? And we don't want like keep on predicting. Okay, masarap sa tainga na, oh, napredict ko yan. Okay? In the end of the day, what really matters is the move that you do. Okay, the move that you did during that time. Did you really buy when you predicted the market? Did you really sell when you said, oh, I'm gonna sell the market? Did you really say na, oh, I'm gonna buy because I really think the bottom is in? Nauna yung chat mo. Okay, chinat mo muna siya. Rather than just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna fully execute my buy because I really think it's the bottom market. Ano yung nauna? So, ganun yung ginagawa natin sa Meraki. Marami naiinis kasi hindi sila makasabay. Okay, hindi ko kasalanan yun, guys. That's my terms and condition. I will put myself first in order for you guys to have some. Okay, kasi kung unahin ko kayo, sabihin ko muna sa inyo, naiwan na tayo. It will corrupt my my trading behavior. What happens is, uunahin ko na lang kayo. Sige, kayo na lang. Ang mangyayari nun is hihingi ako ng pera sa inyo sa monthly. To the point na tataasan ko siya 50, tataasan ko siya 100. And that is the reason why tayo lang hindi nagtataas. And tayo lang yung static as of the moment. Okay, and tayo lang yung parang okay lang na magbigay ako 1 month for free. Especially if mali yung prediction ko. Okay, kasi it happens. And it cannot be avoided. So, yun lang guys. Maraming salamat sa mga nakikinig. Okay, at patuloy na nakikinig. Okay, do not be proud of yourself. Okay, be proud because yun ka talaga. Okay, you are consistent, you are diligent, and you chose to stay in this market. Okay, so yun lang guys. Please, okay, maging safe tayo sa trades natin. Do not over leverage. Do not forget to set up your stop losses. Okay, so yun lang guys. And please guys, ito yung prediction natin. Babaguhin ko to sa live lang din. If this fails, let's see how we will play it out. Kung ito yung masunod, mas maganda. Pero kung ito yung masunod, mas maganda din so that we can buy. So magtatagal tayo dito. Magsiswing to pa ganito. Okay? So yun lang guys. Chismis lang lahat ng yun. Kailangan nyo pa rin aralin, planuhin, at kilusan. Sa gayon, ang lahat ng to ay ating makamtan. At syempre, stay awesome. Goodbye guys. Thank you so much again. And maraming salamat. And big shoutout sa fiancé ko. And God be the glory guys. Thank you so much. Okay, good night guys. Ay, kita-kits tayo bukas ulit, same time. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 o'clock dyan, kung nasa Pilipinas kayo. Okay.
Sabi nga pala, chismoso ng crypto since 2017 bull run and have been documenting my journey since 2021 at may bagong mission na gawing 100k ang 10k ng may buong puso at kadwa. Sabi nga pala,